This is my first crew excursion ever, and it cost only 10 euros. Today is my 114th day working on board the cruise ship Costa Smeralda as a receptionist. Today we are in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, and today for the first time during my contract they organized an excursion for crew members, and I requested to join the excursion in advance so that our supervisors can arrange our work schedule accordingly. Early in the morning, I went to the crew mess for a quick breakfast to get some energy for the day. After that, I went to the crew lounge, where we were meeting before the excursion. We waited for everyone on the list, and then we left the ship together. I was feeling a bit sleepy, but also excited. I've been working on board for almost 4 months, and until now, we never had crew excursions. This was the first one. I think it really depends on the crew experience specialist. This is a person on the ship who organizes activities for the crew, like events, parties and different gatherings, to make sure we don't only work hard, but also have time to relax, have fun and enjoy ourselves. That balance is very important. The previous crew experience specialist didn't organize any crew tours, but the current one, who joined not long ago, is doing a great job. We had a big bus just for us, waiting at the cruise port. Our tour guide was really cool and shared a lot of interesting information about the city and the United Arab Emirates.
Good morning everybody, my name is Sam, I'm your guide today. I'm from Egypt and we have Sabir also with us, he's from Pakistan, he's our driver.
One thing that I found very interesting is that people from all over the world live and work here. Emirati locals make up only about 10% of the population, and the rest are expatriates, mostly from countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Egypt and the Philippines. It actually reminded me a lot of life on a cruise ship, where people from so many different countries work together. And on our ship, most of the crew are also from India and the Philippines. Our first stop was the Grand Sheikh Zayed Mosque, the famous white mosque in Abu Dhabi, and one of the largest and most beautiful mosques in the world. The mosque area is huge and you don't enter it right away. Before reaching the mosque, you pass through a shopping area where they sell traditional items and souvenirs. Our guide gave us some free time there to use the bathroom and buy anything we wanted.
She just tried to come back, but exactly on time. I will give you good time, so first we're gonna stop there, meet Costa for 10 minutes.
Because this is a mosque, there is a dress code. Women need to cover their head, arms and legs. In this shopping area, they sell special dresses that follow these rules, and our guide showed us the shop with the best prices. Some of my colleagues decided to buy them, and they actually looked really nice. I didn't get such dress because I knew I wouldn't use it later. I already knew about the dress code, so I brought a light scarf with me to cover my head and made sure my clothes were appropriate. Sometime later, we all gathered together and headed towards the mosque. The distances there are really huge. Our crew experience specialist gave us the entrance tickets, and what was really nice is that because we were in a group, we had a separate entrance line. It was very crowded, and if I came here on my own, I would probably have to wait a long line. But organized groups with a guide don't need to stand in the regular line, so we entered quite fast even though we were a big group. And for us, saving time is very important. When you work on a cruise ship, you don't get much time ashore, so every minute really matters.
Yes, we're together.
Before entering the Grand Sheikh Zayed Mosque, you walk along the path of tolerance. It's called like this for a very special reason. This path stands for peace, respect and unity between different cultures and religions, values that were very important to Sheikh Zayed, the founder of the United Arab Emirates. He believed that people from all backgrounds should live together with understanding and kindness. That's why the mosque is open to everyone, no matter where you come from or what you believe in. Sheikh Zayed was a special person because he didn't just build a country, he built it on tolerance, generosity and respect. And you can really feel this message even before entering the mosque. The Grand Sheikh Zayed Mosque can welcome more than 40,000 people at the same time. It's built from pure white marble and depending on the light, it changes color during the day, so it looks different every time you see it. When we arrived, it was very crowded and of course everyone was taking photos everywhere. Inside, the mosque has the world's largest hand-knotted carpet, made by thousands of people, and huge Swarovski crystal chandeliers. You'll see them later. Altogether, the mosque has 82 domes, beautiful floral designs and details everywhere you look. I was really happy that I could join this excursion. The fact that it cost only 10 euros is amazing, especially because it included transportation to several places, explanations from the tour guide and the entrance ticket to the mosque. For this value, it's almost nothing, and it's a great opportunity for the crew. Of course, the spots are limited. Only a certain number of crew members from each department can join. For example, in reception, we had only 2 spots, and I was lucky to be one of them. Our supervisor said that they will make sure that different colleagues can join the excursions each time, so everyone gets a chance to enjoy the experience. To make this possible, they also had to adjust our work schedule. Normally, my colleagues were working 9.5 hours that day, but me and my colleague Ricardo, who also joined the excursion, had 8 working hours scheduled. The excursion finished at 2 p.m. and we started work at 3 p.m. until midnight, with a 1-hour break. The extra 1.5 hours were added to other days where we worked a bit longer, so that in the end everyone had the same total number of working hours. In one of my previous videos, I showed you that as crew members, we can sometimes join shore excursions with guests. If it fits our work schedule and if there is space available, we can join in our free time, and for us it's free of charge. Our role is to make sure everything follows the excursion program, maybe help the tour guide a bit, and in the end give feedback about the guide, the driver, the bus and everything else. That's really cool, but on guest excursions you never relax 100%. You are still a ship representative and you have responsibilities. Crew excursions are different. Here you are just enjoying the time, surrounded by your colleagues and friends. Yes, it's not free, but 10 euros is really nothing. That's why crew excursions like this are very cool. After visiting the mosque, we went back to the bus and I ate a banana that I brought with me, because I wasn't sure when I would get a chance to eat. I usually take some fruit from the crew mess to my cabin, just in case I get hungry. The crew mess has working hours, it is not open all the time, and it's also quite far from my cabin, so sometimes I'm just too lazy to go there. Then we drove around the city. The tour guide showed us the areas where local Emirati people usually live and told us more about their lifestyle. Because the country has a lot of oil, the rulers support local people with different benefits, and most Emirati families are quite well off. They usually live in big families in large and beautiful villas. We also passed by the Emirati Palace. We only saw it from the bus, but the tour guide shared a lot of interesting facts about it. Later, we stopped at a nice spot close to the sea for a short photo shoot. I wish we had more time to visit places properly and stay longer, but our time was limited, so we had to keep moving. Then we went to Marina Mall, one of the most popular malls in Abu Dhabi. It's a huge place with hundreds of shops, restaurants and entertainment spots, and it's located right next to the sea. But we had only 30 minutes of free time, and that's not much. I was pretty hungry, so I went straight to eat. Next to the supermarket, there was a place making shawarma. Nothing fancy, but it actually tasted really good. After that, we went back to the bus and headed to our last stop, the Louvre Abu Dhabi. On the way, you could really see how fast the city is developing. There was construction everywhere. Abu Dhabi is clearly growing at a very fast pace. The Louvre Abu Dhabi is a very special museum that opened in 2017, and it's known as the first universal museum in the Arab world. It was created through a partnership between the United Arab Emirates and France, and it brings together artworks and objects from many different cultures and time periods, all in one place. I've heard that the collection inside is very impressive, but again, we didn't have time to go in, because we had to return to the ship. So we stopped there for about 15 minutes just for a short walk and a photo shoot. I really enjoyed this day. We managed to see several places in one day, and that felt really good. So the excursion was really amazing. I enjoyed it a lot. And after the excursion, I worked until midnight. I just finished my shift, and actually today is my birthday. So the excursion was a good present on this day. Also, when I came back to my cabin after the tour, I found a card with good wishes on my table from the company. It felt very nice. So I'm going to get some sleep, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye bye!